In a quiet village nestled at the foot of misty mountains, there lived an old master, Wei, known throughout the land for his wisdom and peaceful demeanor. His home was a simple cottage surrounded by ancient trees, their branches stretching towards the heavens. It was said that anyone who sought advice from Master Wei would leave with clarity, their hearts lighter, and their minds calm. One day, a young man named June, troubled by the weight of his worries, came to the village. June was an ambitious student from the bustling city who had heard about Master Wei's reputation. His mind was restless with questions about life, success, and purpose. He had studied the teachings of many scholars, read countless books, and yet, his mind was in turmoil. As June entered the village, he saw people walking with serene smiles, their eyes full of peace. Curious and determined, he approached the master's cottage. The door was open, and inside sat the old master under a golden tree that swayed gently in the wind. Beside him, a teapot steamed, and 2 cups lay on the table, one already filled. "Master Wei, I have come a long way to seek your wisdom," June said as he bowed deeply. The old man smiled, his eyes twinkling like the autumn leaves. "Please, sit with me, young one." "Tea?" June nodded, sitting across from the master. "I have read the words of great scholars, and I have tried to understand the meaning of life. But my mind is full of confusion. I seek answers to questions that haunt me." Master Wei said nothing. Instead, he poured tea into June's cup. He continued to pour, even as the tea overflowed, spilling onto the table and dripping to the floor. "Master," June exclaimed, "the cup is full. It cannot hold more." Wei stopped pouring and smiled gently. "Exactly, young man. Your mind is like this cup, full of your own ideas, worries, and desires. How can I fill it with wisdom if there is no space?" June stared at the teapot, slowly understanding the master's words. "But how do I empty my mind?" Master Wei gestured towards the golden tree that sheltered them. "Come, let us walk." They stepped outside into the peaceful garden where the autumn leaves softly fell, painting the ground in shades of yellow and red. Birds chirped in the distance, and a gentle breeze rustled the branches. "The mind, like this tree, experiences seasons," Wei explained as they walked. "In spring, it blooms with new ideas. In summer, it is full and vibrant with activity. In autumn, the leaves fall away, just as old thoughts and habits must fall away. And in winter, it stands bare, at peace, waiting for the new." June listened intently. "But why is it so difficult to let go of old thoughts? Why do they linger?" The master stopped and looked up at the tree. "Because, like the leaves, we cling to them. We think they define who we are. But in truth, they are just passing seasons. The true self lies beneath, like the roots of this tree, deep, strong, and ever-present." They continued walking, the soft crunch of leaves beneath their feet a reminder of the cycles of nature. "As long as you hold on to what you think you know," the master continued, "you will never experience true clarity. To empty your mind is not to forget, but to release your attachment to the noise." June furrowed his brow, still troubled. "But how can I find success, Master? I wish to be great, to be known for my knowledge. I fear that if I empty my mind, I will lose my ambition." Master Wei chuckled softly. "Ambition is like the wind, constantly moving and changing. True greatness does not come from holding tightly to desires, but from flowing with life, like a river. When the river flows smoothly, it nourishes everything in its path. When it fights against the rocks, it causes turbulence." June was quiet for a moment, reflecting on the master's words. "So, you are saying I should not seek success?" "Success is not something to be chased," Wei said as they approached the base of the tree. "It comes naturally to those who are present in each moment. When your mind is clear and still, like a calm lake, you can see the reflection of the moon. But if the water is disturbed, the image is lost." June sat down beneath the tree, his heart heavy with realization. "I have been chasing so many things, knowledge, recognition, wealth. But in doing so, I have lost my peace." Wei sat beside him, placing a hand on the young man's shoulder. "It is never too late to return to stillness. Sit here, beneath this tree. Breathe in the air, and listen. Empty your mind, and allow the answers to come not from the books, but from within." For the first time in his life, June closed his eyes and sat in silence. The wind played softly in the leaves above, and the sound of birds drifted in and out of his awareness. At first, his mind raced, clinging to the thoughts of the city, the studies, and the ambitions he held so dear. But as the minutes passed, the thoughts began to fade, like autumn leaves carried away by the wind. June began to feel lighter, as if a great weight had been lifted from his chest. His breath deepened, and his body relaxed into the earth beneath him. He remained there, sitting under the golden tree, until the sun began to set. When he opened his eyes, the world around him seemed brighter, more alive. He looked at the master, who smiled gently. "How do you feel, young one?" Wei asked. June took a deep breath, a peaceful smile spreading across his face. "I feel free." Wei nodded. "Remember, June, the mind is like water. When it is still, it reflects truth. When it is disturbed, it creates illusions. Keep your mind empty, and life will flow through you." June stood up, bowing deeply to the master. "Thank you, Master Wei. I now understand. I will carry this lesson with me always." As June left the village, he no longer felt the need to chase after the things he once desired. Instead, he embraced the present moment, trusting that with an empty mind, the path ahead would reveal itself naturally. The old master watched him go, knowing that the young man had discovered the greatest wisdom of all, not from books or scholars, but from the quiet stillness within.